it's time for me to try Supabase, the Firebase alternative, which is open source and can be self-hosted. So basically, Supabase, as you see here, it's some kind of serverless application that you can use to create your own database. And like the superset of Firebase, it provides to you lots of features such as authentication, storage, instant API, real-time subscription, storage, etc., etc. So basically, what is cool is that what was very sexy for me at first, it's that it was really easy to use and it could be self-hosted. Then me personally, that's what I'm looking for. You can create your project. Me, I already created my project, which is called Vue Supabase project, and I'm going to use the credential that I got here to create the connection between my app and Supabase Online directly. So we are not going to see the Supabase self-hosted version. Okay, I'm using the free version online right now. So basically in here, we've got a repo, and what I'm going to do is that this repo is a Supabase and Vue free repository already made. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to copy paste this, and I'm going to type git clone and directly enter in Supabase here, and we are going to take a quick look at it. So I'm going to close this window, and there we go. So here we have a basic application, okay, which is made directly in the quick start guide of Supabase with Vue free. I will put the link into the description. And here we've got a classic Vue free application with the app, which is in here. But this template, Supabase Vue free template, is already written to work with a basic version. Okay, so we see that we got a store here, and we're gonna store our user there. Then we've got our Supabase in here with the import meta, etc., etc. So what I'm gonna do once I got my project, I'm going to create a new env file because I need to provide the information to connect my app to Supabase. And we see here that with Supabase URL on the supabase.js file will be connected to here. So if I go, and my key, also my add-on key, if I go in here, I see that I already got my key on my project. So I can copy paste my key in here. But what about the URL? I got it in here also. So basically I could do this, and when it's done, I can continue. So let's look quickly at this video. So we have to go on here and then okay, and we have to run this query. Let's doing it. So I click on SQL, then I click on user management starter, and then I should click on run. Okay, and here we are going to create a table with profiles. So let's go. Success, no row. So all over here it's done. The login component, it's done also. The user store, it's done. The profile, it's already done, I guess. So we've got a component and we got a profile.view. Everything is already written. I didn't want it to follow the whole tutorial for you. It's better to just catch it like this. So what we're supposed to have is the sign out function, etc., etc. And launch also. And let's try, and normally we should have an application like this. So what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to type yarn at first to install everything. And then I'm going to type yarn npm run dev. Okay, so yarn dev, and let's look at what we've got. And there we go. We've got our application. So fake user Supabase, fake Supabase user at yopmail.com. All right, send a magic link. And you say, all right. Then I go on Yopmail, I check, and I got confirm your sign up. So I click, and there we go. as you see, guys, we've got a user in here. So if I get back to my application, what I did is that I've console logged the store user to see how it looks like. So here I got my store user and it looks like this. There is an idea. I'm authenticated. My email is this. I have a date, I have a phone, a sign in, etc., etc. And if I go to my authentication, there we go. I got my user that is registered in here. So as you see, it's really, really, really fast. I want to know if I got something else. Here I got profiles and okay, all right. And I got nothing written in here. So which is cool is that when we've clicked on SQL editor and we've run this query, this SQL query, it created for us tables that we can use. So basically what I'm gonna do is that Roger fake and my website with fake Supabase user.app, and I'm going to upload a picture of me also, and let's see if the pictures worked. There we go. Look how amazing and how fast is this. I'm going to click on update. The application doesn't do more than this. I'm going to get back on profile and look how it is easy. Let's say that we would like to have a new row, and not maybe a new row, but let's say that we would like to change the table. I could click in here, edit my table, and look how cool is that. So let's say that I would like to put my GitHub address, and oh look, there's plenty of options that you can add, of course, which is really cool. And what I can do is, so yeah, basically I would add a text. All right, let's say that we would have a text. So I'm going to save this, adding column. Okay, so now I've got a GitHub column, okay, on my application, which is here. And let's say that I want to add it. So if I go to the component folder and the profile folder in here, let's say that I would add this line and say this is for GitHub address. And down here, of course, we would have to add a GitHub ref. Okay, there we go. I got my GitHub here. What does it do? So here we've got the get profile function that is triggered. Yeah, absolutely. That is triggered in here. So get profile, I get the profile and stuff. Basically, also what I want to have is to get my GitHub value when I update. But when I click on update profile, updates, look at this. What I want to add is my GitHub. And what I'm going to do is GitHub value. All right. And here we've got the function Supabase, which comes from our client, and the client is in here. Supabase from profile upsert, and that's what is cool. Okay, maybe you don't see it because I see up there, but we've got here this upsert function that says we've gone to insert and update at the same time, minimal, which is really cool. And finally, we've got this. That's what I like. So let's try to add. Now I've had my GitHub here. Let's say that I want to add my GitHub and say update. And look at this. We're going to get back. And I hope it's going to work. It didn't work. Ah, sorry. I didn't return GitHub. My bad. This is why I had this error. All right. So I update. Okay. I remove this. And let's say that it's Roger fake, whatever. I update there. I got my Roger fake in here. And if I update, normally I got my GitHub in here. And there we go. I got it. So you see how it is easy to deal with. Let's take a quick look at the reference documentation of Supabase. So here we've got directly all the documentation that we could look like. So I'm going to click on JavaScript, the getting started part is done. Here you got all the method that you can find to related to the authentication. Also, you've got all the functions that you will use, all the data, select, insert, update here, and it really looks like Firebase or Azure. I found the documentation really clear and really efficient, because if you, let's say that you want to use this limit stuff and you want to use it in your function, you just copy paste and go there and use it directly. Supabase is really well documented and it's really fast to set up and to use. It's a real pleasure to work with. If you want to self-host Supabase, okay, you can go on this page and use it with Docker. All right. So let's say that you would have a Supabase on a server. You can use directly Docker to deploy your instance of Supabase, because right now the plan I'm showing you is a free plan. All right. So yeah, right now I'm on €0 per month, up to 500 MO, 2 giga bandwidth, etc., 50,000 monthly active user, etc. This is a very good plan to start working with Supabase. So I hope you enjoyed this quick video. It wasn't really a course, it was just a discovering video. Maybe one day I will do a course about Supabase, but I have to dive deeper into it. I think I'm going to create a first project with it, and I will see how it really works. Because there are many subjects that Supabase is covering, and until now I've been very surprised by how better they did in comparison of Firebase. I think Supabase is giving a great shot on Firebase right now. Even if the price looks a bit expensive, if you already worked on Firebase, you know that the cost of Firebase is insane. So why not to use Supabase as a self-hosted server somewhere? Why not? It would be such a great opportunity, and you know that I'm always open to new ideas. So yeah, I will give it a try, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe and see you next week.